right, how to never pay debt. Just stay focused, like and subscribe. First off, I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't pay debt. Why it's not illegal, it's not morally wrong, or none of that. Nothing, whatever you're thinking. Why you should never pay debt. How you can get away with it, and why this is exactly what you should do, and it's what people who are rich or very successful are already doing. Yeah, they played you into thinking that you're supposed to pay off anything you owe, and they're not gonna do shit. Even if they have a business that fails and they owe a bunch of money, they just file bankruptcy, sit in the gulag for 7 years, or don't. But that's what they do. So anyway, let's get to what this means, what this is, what this is about. Like I said, just stay focused, like and subscribe. Anyway, so debt basically, when I say don't pay debt, never pay debt, I don't mean like you borrow let somebody or somebody lets you borrow $20 and don't pay him back. I'm not talking about that. I mean like actual debt, like actual collections, actual quote unquote judgments against you. Like let's say you have T-Mobile, right? You have a T-Mobile phone bill. Your paycheck is a little short. You can't afford to pay it. You don't pay it. They say, hey, you owe us a bill on this day. You say, all right, I'll get to it. A few weeks later, you don't get to it. They say, hey, we're going to cut your service if you don't pay this bill. And you say, hey, I ain't got it, bro. And they cut your service off. And then at that point, they're like, all right, he ain't paid us yet. They might call you one more time or send you something in the mail. And then after that, you don't pay it. They say, all right, fine. From that point on, they decide he's not going to fucking pay us. We're done with him. They wash their hands of the situation completely, right? This is the first part why you shouldn't feel bad, right? Because this is what happens at this point. They're gonna charge that off. They're gonna write it off as loss or bad debt or whatever the IRS, however they categorize it is not important. The point is they're gonna write that shit off and they're gonna get some money back for it. Then what they're gonna do is they're gonna sell that debt to a debt collector. This is why if you owe T-Mobile money, a year later you're getting calls from a company you never fucking heard of, and they're saying, "I'm calling about a personal matter. This is an attempt to collect a debt. Like it's a different company. How did that different company get the right to your debt? Like I can't just start calling people and say, yeah, don't you owe Verizon $1,000? Let me get that. Like no, there was a contract between two companies you have no idea and awareness of. Two companies had an agreement. They sold your information to some other company without your consent, and then that company is now calling you to try to collect on it. But here's the thing: when debt collectors buy these debts, when these companies, whoever they are, decide to buy the debts, they're not fucking buying them at full price because that would be stupid. Think about it. They're not buying your one debt at that one time. They're not calling Verizon, hey, we heard one person decided not to pay his debt. Can we get that? Like, that's not how they do it. It's inefficient. It's stupid. What they do is they buy them in bulk. So they're buying like thousands of debts at a time. And if you fucking ever been to Costco, you know that when you buy something in bulk, you get it at a discount. The more you buy, the cheaper it is, because the bigger sale, like, is what's more important anyway. So they're buying them in bulk. So what that means is they're buying like thousands of debts at a time. So they're getting your debt at a discount. So if you owed Verizon or it's T-Mobile, I think I said in this example, if you owe T-Mobile $1,000, right? That they charge it off whatever they get money on the back end. The company that bought that debt, they probably bought it for 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000. Like 30%, maybe 40% tops or something of the actual price. Now, what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to get you to pay the difference. So the debt was $1,000. They paid like $200 for it. They paid like, I don't know if I said 1,000 last time, but 100. So if the debt's $1,000, the debt collector paid $200 for it, right? They're gonna go to you and say, hey, you owe this debt, can you pay it? And if you ignore them over time, they'll say, all right, we'll give you a discount. You can pay 80% of the original price. That's all you gotta pay. And they don't expect you to know that they only paid 20% of the original price. They want you to pay 80 to them so they can profit that 60 in between. They might even say 75 or 70. Like they might say, this is an amazing offer. You're saving 30%. Like, this is a great deal. You can pay this off. And people were like, oh, wow, that's a discount. I should pay that. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't pay a goddamn thing. Fuck them. You shouldn't pay any of this. And the reason is, like I said, the original company already got paid. So the people you owe the money to, I've had a debt collector try to tell me before, oh, well, you borrowed this money, right? Like, why they helped you out in your time of need? Why can't you help them out? I'm like, I'm not helping nobody out. They already got paid. I know the game. once I told her that, she was like, oh, all right, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you're not gonna hustle me. Like, come on, you can't finesse a finesser. But anyway, the important thing is there is nobody to feel bad for. There's no reason to feel obligated to pay the debt. It's a scam. Like debt collection as a business is a scam, 100%. That debt collector is laughing when they get you to pay. Like they're like, wow, they're like, hey, we got him. You know what I mean? That's how they feel. So that is why you shouldn't pay debt. Right now, how do you not pay debt? How do you not do this? And I do want to preface this and say, like if you have like a phone bill or whatever bill or like credit card bill or something that you shows up and you don't pay and then it shows up as a collection on your credit, right? You don't have to pay that. You can get it removed, but do not take this as thinking I can just run off with money. Like there are some people who like want to run up like $50,000 in loans, credit cards, and shit, and then just wipe it off and just keep doing it, keep doing. Like if you're trying to do that, they will find a way to charge you. It's not illegal. It's not illegal to not pay debt. It's not illegal to be in debt to owe money. Because if it was, then the whole credit system, banks, loans, nothing would work if it was illegal to owe money. So you don't have to pay anybody because everybody owes somebody. So that's, you don't have to actually pay them. And it's not illegal not to. But if you decide to try to keep running up loans and credit cards and shit, never paying it and wiping it off and doing it again, like eventually they're going to get you. They're not going to let you just do that forever. Like they're not that stupid. Like, come on. But the long and short of it is you can do this. Like if you got $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 in debt, I owe a phone bill, I owe a credit card. I got all these 3, 4, 5 collections. Now they're fucking up my credit, right? Because this is what happens when you don't pay somebody. All they do is they write it off, sell it to a debt collector, and then that debt collector will put it on your credit report to lower your credit. So then it's like, hey, anybody who wants to do business, don't do business with this guy because he doesn't pay people back. That's what that means, right? When you have a collection or derogatory on your credit, they're basically putting out the bat signal to say, don't lend this nigga no credit, don't give him nothing, he don't pay back. Cool. But what we do is we gonna go to wherever we're going to dispute it. You can dispute with the credit bureaus directly. You can do it through Credit Karma. I think the best method is to do it with like the FTC and the CFPB. You dispute it, or the BBB. You dispute the collections. You can get them removed from your credit within 30 days. If y'all want me to do a video on how to dispute and how to get things removed, you can do it within a month. Sometimes it takes a little longer than that, but you can do it in a week, really, depending on the method you use. You can get shit off your credit in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've done it in 23 days once, like 2 weeks another time, like a week another time. Like I've tried a few different methods. There are a few that work. But anyway, so what you do is like I said, you owe a credit card, a phone bill, whatever. It's on your credit report collection. What you do is whatever method you choose, you go to whatever site, fucking Credit Karma, fucking CFPB, fucking IdentityTheft.gov, whatever you go to, you dispute it. Before you dispute it, you make sure your credit report looks high. Get your personal information in order. Get rid of any extra addresses and all that type of shit that's on there. Extra names, just because it's extra bullshit that makes what you're trying to do a little harder. Dispute it. Wait 30 days if necessary. They'll either respond and not remove it, or respond and remove it, or just sometimes just remove it. But I think they always respond. But then you just get it wiped off your credit, and then while getting something removed from your credit doesn't stop it from existing, like the collection company can still call you. They still have your phone number. They can be like, hey, you owe us. Hey, you owe us. But you don't have to answer them anymore. You don't have to answer them. The debt doesn't exist. It like in theory, once you get it removed from your credit, it doesn't exist, because the punishment for not paying your debt off is, I'm gonna put this on your credit. Now it's hurting your credit. But then you just wipe it off your credit and it doesn't hurt your credit anymore. And then you can just go do whatever you want to do. Like, it won't hold you back from getting another credit card, from doing this and doing that, for getting a loan, for a car, for a house, or whatever. And again, like I said, do not think of this as a method of, hey, I ran up a 10K, 20K credit card, didn't pay it, I'm gonna wipe it off my credit, then do it again, then do it again. Like, they're not gonna let you just keep wiping off free money. They're not gonna let you do that, I promise. That is the one thing you can't do. But if you want to just live a regular life, a normal life, let's just say you were young and fucked up, or shit happened and you got a collection on your credit report, you didn't end up paying this back, and like, don't pay it back now, because once they charge it off, fuck it, it's over with. Like, don't even try. Like, it's just silly to try to pay that back. Now, when you get access to money, when you get access to credit, to any type of loans or anything like that, be responsible with it, do something with it. But I just want y'all to know that you shouldn't just think, like, there are people who, like, they pay debt like it's rent, bro. Like they're every month. Oh, I gotta pay this off. I gotta pay that off. I gotta pay. I gotta put some money on this. Like, no, don't pay that shit, dog. Like, if you owe like 10, 20K on a credit card and you don't got that and you're not gonna have it in the next couple months, just let it report, bro. Just let it report and send that shit to collections and wipe that shit off. Just do that. And like I said, you can do that once or twice. You could probably realistically run off with 100K once, maybe twice if you're lucky. But if you any more than that, bro, they're coming for you, bro. They're not gonna let you get away with 2, 3, 400K or more. Like the higher the dollar amount is, they're gonna start looking at you. Like you can run off of 60, 70K. Nobody's gonna give a fuck because that's not that much money to them. It's gonna but if you keep trying to run off of money, they're gonna get you. But anyway, the moral of the story is don't pay debt. Don't let these companies and people try to guilt trip you and trick you and trap you and scam you into thinking that, oh shit, I owe T-Mobile this money. I gotta make sure I pay them back. No, you don't. T-Mobile don't give a fuck about your little $1,000. That shit is probably $1 billion company. Yeah. So anyway, good information in this video. Always pay attention to the message, not the messenger. Don't worry about me, what I look like, what I'm wearing. Don't worry about none of that shit. Look at this beautiful view right here. Look at this luxury beach house resort looking ass view. It looks beautiful. I always want to have something that's luxurious, futuristic. I want y'all to be thinking like that when you're watching these videos. I want y'all to enjoy the content. I'm gonna keep making more. I got another video that like maybe 2 or 3 more videos that I got planned right now. But yeah, man, like and subscribe. We gotta get the numbers up on this channel. But other than that, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.